Hi, welcome to Paranormal Captivity. Yesterday I survived Warped Tour and thought I would take you guys along, share some creepy things and some things that creep me out at Warped Tour, so here you go.
Hi everybody, it's Sammy, Paranormal Captivity's cousin.
Yes. And we're on our way to Warped Tour.
Yeah, we're on our way to Warped Tour. We're actually almost there now. I had a kind of scary story to tell you guys. It was like a month ago. It was like 4 in the morning and I was in bed and I had just turned off my TV because I always have my TV on at night, but for some reason I was like, I can't get to sleep for some reason. And it's driving me crazy because I think it's because of the light from my TV. So I did, and I turned over to go to sleep and there's like a tiny light from my alarm clock glaring so I can like see my shadow and everything on the wall. But then suddenly like it's really quiet and I'm laying there for a few minutes and all of a sudden I hear the lightest knock ever on my door. And it freaked me out because I have a little 5-year-old brother, but he was in my mom's room with her and they have a little like doorknob thing so he can't get out. So I knew it wasn't him. So it was like something in the back of my mind was telling me something's not right. So I like literally stood there with my eyes wide open, was looking on the wall, my shadow, to make sure like nothing was gonna come in the room and like get me or anything. But I like stayed the most still I think I've ever stayed. The next thing I remember is I woke up the next morning. I must have like fallen asleep from like being so exhausted because I don't even remember falling asleep because I was trying to stay awake because I was scared. But yeah, eerie knock story was really, really creepy for me. And I was really scared for the time being. Do you have any stories, Katie?
There was one whenever I was a kid, but it's just a picture. There was like a weird shadow in this picture, and my mom is one of those people that is like, if it's a ghost, I want to know.
Yeah. Amen.
So she would examine this picture, and she was like making sure that everybody's shadow that was in the picture was where it was supposed to be, and there was just like this extra thing, and we were like, what is that?
That's awesome.
We had, and I could probably find the picture, but that's all I have because nothing ever happens to me.
That's not a bad thing.
That's the only thing that happened to me. Kathy wanted me to tell you guys about how she's kind of scared of Warped Tour and being in like in the middle of the crowd, because the first year we went, I think it was 2013.
Yeah,
and
because this is my 3rd year.
Yeah, this is both of our 3rd years. Ever since the first show we went to, it was Bless the Fall. And we were in the very middle of the crowd because I wanted to be as close as I could, and I think we were like in the front middle. But all of a sudden, she's wearing sandals, even though I told her not to wear sandals.
But yeah, we were in the crowd, and the first show that I ever go to, they're like, everybody come to the middle of the crowd. So I get picked up by my shoulders, carried like 30 feet, and I lose my flip-flops, and I'm like, oh, crap. And so the rest of the show, I'm like bow dancing, trying to move people out of my way to find my shoes, and I just end up holding them the rest of the show, and I was like, F this. This is the first time I've ever uttered the words, I'm too old for this shiz.
And the thing that happened with Bless the Fall is he said, anybody who hasn't been in my show before, come and try to reach my hand.
That's what it was.
So everybody was pushing towards the stage. Everyone, even everybody in the very back who knew they were going to get up there, they all pushed forward. So everybody was stumbling forward. And it was a little scary. It was my first show too, so I was like, ugh, but I was
that the one
taller, so it's not as scary.
No, it was the second show we went to too. You were like, just go to the front and hold on to the rail.
Yeah, we got to it was the same stage. We wanted to see this next person. So we got to the very front where the bar is. But the only thing with that is we were right in front of security guards, so everybody that crowd surfed would go over our heads.
Right over.
And we had to like duck down. I got kicked in the head a couple times. It wasn't fun.
Oh,
but I liked being that close.
Best friends.
Yeah,
nice.
Kathy at the end of the day was like, hey,
thank you, sir.
I'm really glad that you were there. Thank you. Right now we're like stuck in traffic, so that's always fun.
Yeah.
So
at least we're not behind that like 90-year-old like we were on the interstate that couldn't drive past 40. We'll see you guys inside. Bye.
Bye.
How you guys feel about here, Warped Tour?
Hi, Sammy.
You'll get a truck tattoo? See, you want to sign it? That's not bad. How you want to sign it? Oh, that's not bad. There you go. Good. See you later.
Hi.
See you another time.
Yes, I have too much time on my hands.
You could Etsy. You could make. Did you make that?
I did,
You should
yeah.
make them on Etsy.
I should, I know. All for water. By the end of the day, I acquired this awesome shirt from probably my favorite booth at the entire event, which was the Truth booth, which I got for free, and they promote people to not smoke, which you can't really be upset about that cause. The last 3 years, I have attended Warped Tour, and it was by far the hottest year ever on Earth. It was just terribly hot. I have never sweat like I sweat yesterday, just like beads of sweat rolling down my body. It was insane. There were also a tremendous number of sunburns that looked incredibly painful. My crew and I did not get any of those. We used a lot of sunblock, but a lot of sunblock also led to me getting it in my eyes, kind of. Like I'd shut my eyes and spray it everywhere, and then the sweat would run, and so by the end of the day my eyes were burning, hence my very sexy spectacles. It was just a lot of heat. But overall, the event itself is fun and awesome like it is every year. I go into it purely to go for the festival kind of environment. I just have so much fun. The only thing I was worried about is being trapped in that really big crowd, and I wasn't even the one that suggested we move further back. Beforehand, my heart was kind of racing, and I was worried I was gonna have a little bit of an anxiety attack, which I don't want to have again. Everyone that we had the chance to meet was really incredibly nice, and everybody that I met I went out of my way to give high fives to. We stopped traditionally at Taco Bell after Warped Tour and just stuffed our faces for like 45 minutes. And then I came home, stayed up for maybe an hour because I had to bathe because it was gross. And then slept all night, woke up starving, went out to breakfast, and then came back home and slept for like another 3 hours. I am beat. So just for fun, to shamelessly promote myself and what I'm doing here, I made this little bag. And you see the ghost? He's really cute. He has a little mouth, but I'm not sure if you can see it. But I made that and carried it around with me everywhere yesterday. The strap is so dingy from my body. Yeah, it really needs to be laundered. But anyway, I just wanted to share my experience at Warped Tour with you and let you guys see a little bit of me in my personal life. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for coming along with me on my trip to Warped Tour this year, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye!